Can you all hear me? Please, can you signify? Just can you signify if you can hear me, please? All right, fantastic, amazing. All right, great, great. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah, so okay. Now, so I'll just give you a background to what Bertha discussed, and so I'm basically just going to be sharing my experience. It's very relatable. I can assure you that I've had a lot of that, rigid. Oh yeah, this is the path. This is where you have to go, and all of that. So I can relate very much, very, very much now. Yeah. So without much ado, let's move on. So this, like, a table of contents, if you call it one. All right. So what is the side also? According to Merriam-Webster, it is work performed for income supplementary to one's primary job. I have the slide ready at the end of the class, so you could just drop your mails at the end of the class so that we could forward it to your mail. Now, and so it's very common, people talk about it. So you have a primary job, and then you have a side also. And we are looking at how content writing can be that side also for you. That's basically what this class is about. And why you don't have to quit your job, just do it. Or if you think you should quit your job, you'll know at the end of the class. Now, all right, so why do you need a side also? Believe me, extra money speeds or spices things up. I can tell you that really. I mean, every time, any day. You have some extra cash, it's very good. I mean, it's very, very, very good. You can do a lot of things. You can plan yourself. You can do some extra. There's always that. Oh, you're budgeted, and then you have some extra money. It's good. Oh, I tell you, it's very nice. I mean, very, very nice. One of the parties, myself and my baby came for a mini vacation in Lagos. It was nice. I was in Ife that time. We were still in school. It was COVID 2020. We were supposed to go home, but before I went home, spent like 2 weeks. We're not staying together, please. We are believers, so let me just clear the air about that. Thank you so much. She was staying with someone, I was staying with someone else. So we just used to meet and go out. Thank you very much. I have to just be very clear. All right, now, so but it was amazing, and that was the first time I did that, and it was great. I always brag that my baby grew up in Lagos. My wife now grew up in Lagos, but I always brag that I took her out more than. I mean, I've taken out more than even she. I didn't grow up in Lagos, by the way, but I mean, I've taken out more than any other person else. It's a good record. Extra money always speeds or spices things up. That's my point. Yeah, great stuff. It helps you to utilize your time better. So you have like um, time on your hands that you're like, what can I use this extra time to do? So instead of just lounging time away, just there chilling, not doing much, extra money side also gives you extra money that you can use to, that you can use to get more value for your time. So instead of just sitting around idly, wasting your time, not doing anything, side also gives you the opportunity to utilize your time more wisely. So you can be like, what did I use my time to do today? I used my time to achieve a lot. So I'm at work sometimes, and then I'm having like less patients are coming. Not many patients are coming at the meantime. Then I just spend 2 3 hours making some extra bucks in dollars. It's fine. It's very good. I can assure you. I feel very useful at the end of the day. That, okay, yeah, I was able to see 50 patients today, but I also made some extra bucks. That's great. I mean, I feel very good. I feel very proud of myself at the end of the day. So yeah, instead of just talking. I mean, at my place of work one time, I was talking with us. It's not just not. What are you doing? It's using his laptop. Yes, I am always on my laptop because I'm making the most of my time. Thank you very much. How much do I come and talk with you? How much are you going to give me? I'm not saying you should not have time for people now or just to have great friends or relationships. Actually, as you see, it's one of the big things I'm after. But oh boy, I don't like wasting my time. So side also gives you opportunity to use your time wisely. And anyone can have a side hustle. So why not you? Like really, yeah, many people are not very smart. They're not as smart as you are, and yet they do it and they're able to manage this as well. So what's the big deal about it? You could do it. Yes, and it's also one of the evolving ways of making money. That's what I just said. No, I remember when I was talking to my dad about this, he was very surprised. They came to my house in part five, and then they saw I had a chain. I had a lot of things. I bought a number of things, and they're like, "Testimony, Ibolotirowo, Ibolotirowo." I can't forget that conversation. My God. That is one of the most hilarious conversations I've ever had with my parents. My God, I still remember it like it was yesterday. What? Oh God, it was amazing. It was amazing. It was like they couldn't understand it. So today I see there's one guy in my house. He was a soldier. When I was living there in Ife, the guy still didn't understand when I say I write. He used to think I was a Yahoo Yahoo boy, honestly. Because I saw when I was explaining to him that, sir, so actually there are people that need my services as a writer and I do it online. Like, eh? Na lie, na lie. You be G boy. I say, ah, God, I beg. G what? G, I want to have your G wagon, please. Anyway, let's continue what I was saying now. Right? I mean, cool stuff. So he's an he exposed you to evolving ways of making money. And I'm telling you, the funny thing is that by the time I started writing, I got exposed to a lot of things. A lot of things that average people don't know about, that people who make money from this. I'm like, oh my God, I never knew. I did a job in 2020. I did a job for $2,500 for what? For someone that needed assignments to be done. What? Ah, I can't do it. Assignments. Well, they say now, hey, are you joking? Oh God, assignments. Give me, assign me. I like to be assigned. What are you talking about? Assignments. 2 5. Wow. My God. He's assigning me, and I didn't know. Honestly, the lady they course, apparently she wanted to be a nurse. Yeah, well, I don't know. She wanted to be a nurse, and then she needs to write some papers and all of that. And she was like, she didn't have the time because she had a business and she had a day job she was doing. Apparently, she was trying to transition into the nursing line and all that. So she had taken the courses and all that, but she needed help with her assignments, all this, write essay of 2,000 words, 2,000 words, 5,000 words. In medical school, we used to write 7 or 8 pages now, 9 pages essay. So you now say I should write 1 5 words. Bring it. Bring it, ma. I will write it. Oh, my God. I will write it for you. Forget. Are you joking with me? You are telling me to do your assignment for you. I mean, a lot of evolving ways. People get money from exchanging dollars, naira. A lot of guys, many exchanges have chopped my money from that. They exchange from me. I know they are cheating. Some of them are even here. Can't see any of them here, but I think one of them should be here. But it's okay, Sha. They will make money off every $1 that I exchange with them, and that's all right. It's fine, no problem. Everybody make their money. So there are a lot of evolving ways of making money. That a side also will bring a side also will expose you to. And many times you won't know about it if you're not in the space. That's just the honest truth. A lot of last year I got in contact with a number of guys. This year I got in contact with a number of guys that what they do is they're into domain authority, domain. I mean, a lot of things. As what my company does, Writer School now. I didn't know about it. Writer School will just come. We have clients across different industries. What we do for you is come. We help you rank your post on Google. Now I didn't know that until I started writing. I didn't know that. Oh, it's a thing for you to search something on Google, and there's a reason why you search something on Google and things come up. There's a mechanism to it. I'm like, oh wow, I didn't know that. So it was when I started writing, I began to say, okay, this is one way to make money, and I've made money from it a lot, actually. Yeah. So that's it. So a lot of evolving ways to make money. But truth is that if you don't step out your normal 9 to 5, you will not see it, and that's why it's important. That's one of the things I'm talking about here. All right. So it also protects your sources of income. I tell you, anything can happen in Nigeria. Stuff can happen. I mean, so you don't get stranded. I can never be stranded. That's one thing we say in our church. But and one of the ways is God opens different channels for you. So it's always good to have multiple streams of income, and then it can grow into something really really big. You all guys are here now, and the reason why I listen to me right now, the reason I have a company, the reason why I get people, I have people that are working with me, is because I just started writing. And I didn't ever foresee myself doing this. It was as I started doing this that I began to think like, oh wow, in fact, this said a lot of amazing things I plan to do. But it all started with taking a step to do a side also, writing. So it can grow into something really big, something that you never thought it could be, something that, oh my God, that can even actually start paying you better than your 9 to 5 or 9 to 4, and it's amazing, I tell you. It's a whole big, amazing thing. Yeah. So next up, why I think I just gave you reasons why you need a side hustle, and I think reasons I think you should have a side hustle. Number one is freedom, and for me, that is one of the most important things for me. Freedom. I choose when I want to work. When I finished, my house job, I took 8 months off. I wasn't doing anything. I was writing. I had a media client I was working with throughout 2023. I was working with. He was paying me a lot of money. So I was not even thinking about working. He gave me that freedom. Okay, I want to serve. I'll serve when I'm ready to. I'm not under pressure of I need to work to eat, that kind of thing, because I already have something I'm doing. I like freedom to choose. I like freedom to choose when I want to leave. I like freedom to choose when I want to work, when I don't want to work. I don't like being under pressure that if I don't do this, I'm not going to be able to do this. All those kind of things. It's so freedom is very important for me. I mean, that's one of my core values, about freedom and being able to choose what I want to do things when I want to do them on my own terms, at my own pace. Nobody's rushing me. Nobody's putting pressure on me. If you don't do this, I'll not pay you. Blah blah blah. It's very important to me. very important. Fulfillment. I like spending time with my family. I like spending time with my loved ones. Of course, I love spending time with my wife, and she's always happy when I'm at home. I don't have to go for calls, 24-hour shifts, and doing all those things. I still do that sometimes because I had to, you know, but it's not something that I'll choose on my own. Nah, you know. And then fitness too. It also helps you to be able to take care of your health. Medicine is a very demanding profession. I know that, and a lot of doctors don't, you know, the kind of lifestyle that they live is not funny. I mean, I know a lot of people. I mean, the work crazy. You people are stressing us. All of you that are not doctors because, I mean, we are very few and we keep reducing number, but you people still keep coming to the hospital, keep coming, doctor this, doctor that. There was a day I wasn't feeling so well. I was on antibiotic myself, and people were still like demanding for my kidney. Doctor, I want to see you. Doctor, hello, hello, like hello. I mean, that kind of thing. And sometimes you don't get to take care of yourself so much because you're always thinking about bills and all that. So fitness is one of the things that I think these are my three F's. These three F's I got them from MJ DeMarco, The Millionaire Fast Lane. That is one of the best books on money that I can recommend to anybody. I put it as one of the recommended resources. MJ DeMarco. I've read that book. I'm not copying I've not read it less than 10 times. I've read it over and over. I'm reading it again. It's one of my best books. I mean, if you sit down and read it, you'll feel offended, it will yab you, but it will redirect your focus on how to make money. Yeah, amazing. So you can check it out. MJ Macro, The Millionaire Fasting. Amazing. Here's another book on scripted. Great book. I just got that one recently. Reading that now. Yeah, by the way. Yeah, all right. Moving on. So next up, percentage of the population with the side hustle. So it's not a Nigerian thing. I know people like always say that Nigeria is this, you're very hustling, you're always doing many things. It's not really us. Look, US 39% baby boomers, Gen X, millennials 40%, Gen Z 50%. Gen Z, very noisy generation. I'm so glad I'm not in Gen Z. Very, very noisy. All right, just let's leave it at that. Yeah, I think that last. I mean, and then you see different countries here. So I mean, a lot of uh, uh, people are getting involved in side hustles here and there and all that. Yeah. So yeah, I already mentioned it. So now we move into content writing and content writing as a side hustle. Content is still king in 2024. Yeah, Bill Gates said that like more than 20 years ago, and it is still true. Content is king. Content will always be needed, and that's why content is king. There will always be need for content. There will always be. Content writing is also relatively easy to learn. Yes. Now, I say relatively because when I think about things like cybersecurity or things like Python, by the way, I learned a lot of things. I don't think there's any skill. Okay, there's some skills I've not learned, but uh, major skills I've learned them. I've learned graphic design. I learned graphic design. I learned motion graphic. I thought I would be an amazing motion graphic designer. I tell you, and I was really good at it. I mean, I was pretty good at it. I mean, I remember one of my captions was, "My name is Testimony. I'm a medical student, and I make things move." Wow, that's so smooth. I make things move, like move. Wow. Anyway. So yeah. It was. It's now. I said it's relatively easy to them because an average person can write. Many times people always think of writing as a very highfalutin skill. Oh, like I can't sit down to write 1,000 words. Why? It's not hard. You wrote exams. Do like you passed the exams. I mean, even if you didn't, but you shall pass. I mean, you're out of school, you are working, so there's no how you cannot write. So I think writing is a skill that everybody has to learn because I think it's a necessary skill for life because you really reading and writing nowadays those are like basic skills. If you are literate, then the assumption is you can read and you can write. So stop always telling people that you can't write. I think everybody just in the chat box just say I can write. Just put it there. I can write. Just put it there. Let me see. I get it. Just put it in the chat box. I can write. I write. I mean, I can write. I'm not saying anybody put it in chat box. So I can write. I mean, yeah. So yeah, you can write. Oh, yeah, you can write. I tell you, anybody, you can. So it's a relatively easy to learn skill because you have been doing it for a very large part of your life. Basically, a lot of people have to tell you. I mean, you're writing applications, you're writing this, a lot of things you can. Basically, now, all right. So follow me. We're moving on. We are getting to the crux of the matter. Now, yes, you can write, and then we are entering where the power of niche. Now, if you get this analogy, is going to change your understanding and your orientation about writing. I tell you. So pay close attention. All right, pay close attention. I mean, the power of niche. Now, what's a niche? If you read biology in school, according to this National Geographic, these are definition. The term niche describes the role an organism plays in a community, and a niche encompasses both the physical and environmental conditions it requires, like temperature or terrain, and the interactions it has with other species, like predation or competition. Now, I'm going to break it down. So, your niche basically encompasses three things: physical attributes, your environment, and your interactions with other species. Now, this is very, very important to everything. I think it's one of the central things, like the core to everything I've been saying so far, because I want to change your orientation about what you think about writing. So I said, no, when I started writing, one of the things that, so and I'll give you a brief story here. I started writing 2018. When I started writing, I mean, I was writing at that time. I still use Upwork, although I have clients off Upwork now. And it was cool. I was working with different people. My first client, I can't remember my first client. I can't remember my first client. But one of the things I know, one of my first clients was a lady or a guy that I was writing two articles for every day. I was writing 500 words for him every day, and he was paying me $2 per 500 words. I always say that story. That was very insane. That's a crazy rate. That's exploitation at its finest. But believe me, believe me, you, it did not seem like exploitation because I was writing like my God. So every morning I would sleep. My cycle part four was very crazy. Part four is very demanding. That's why I did part and farm. It was crazy. So I was sleeping 10, waking up by 2:30. So from 2:30 to 6 o'clock, I would I would work. I would write every day consistently. I mean, it was insane. And what was I doing? I was writing. My goal was to write two articles every day. So at the end of the week, I'm writing like 10 articles. Sometimes if I meant to write like 12. So the calculation was 2 times 12 is 24. There was a week I was able to push myself to earn like $64. That's 32 articles. I think that was the highest I did in 1 week that time. Yeah, and it was insane. It was very insane. I mean, crazy stuff, very crazy. But the thing is, I was writing all manner of things, and that's what I'm going to. I was writing all manner of things, writing all manner of things. I write about today. I write about boats. Tomorrow I write about fish. Next month I write about marketing. I was right. I mean, but it was good because at the end of the day, I think I wrote almost 100 articles for that guy, and that was where I got to have a very large sample base. No more of the things they do is when you're applying for a job, especially on freelance platforms, like what have you done before? You have a sample? So because I've written extensively across different niches, it made it easy for me to get jobs from different places. And yeah, now, but as I began to grow in the industry, kept writing all manner of things. I mean, talk about it. Okay, I didn't write. I never wrote adult niche. I still don't, and I don't recommend that you write it because that is one terrible niche. Believe me, you. Then I never wrote anything about gay because I don't believe in it. I don't believe in any LGBTQ whatever. I don't. So I mean, I saw a lot of jobs, and those jobs are very high paying. I'm talking about 3K, 4K dollars sometimes. I'm like, to write about LGBTQ romance. Wow. No, I ain't gonna do that. Now, I mean, but I've written why. That's my point. And as like by the time I got to 2020, I began to find a trajectory. First, I observed I was getting a lot of book jobs, a lot of book jobs. I was getting a lot of book jobs. A lot of people talking about books. And so I began to narrow in on books, and that's where I began to master. I began to master writing books. So today, I think my highest count is so far 90,000 words. I did that in 1 month. Yes, I can be that crazy. I wrote 90,000 words in 1 month, and the pay was a million sharp, so it was worth it, and I was very happy. I read 1 month, yes, and it was not a funny experience because sometimes I remember that I would just be writing, I would just shout, "Ha!" Oh my god, it was crazy. I mean, I can remember, my head would just be banging at the point I just shout, "Yay!" And then I'll lie down, and then I'll take a break like 30 minutes now, then get back again. Oh my god. Yeah. And it was an experience. So it was a good experience. I mean, now, now, okay. I don't think I can do that now. I'm married now, so I don't think I was single then. I was living alone then. So I mean, I was just be writing. I wake up in the morning like 6 or 7, start writing. So now I'll not stand up from my chair till for 10 hours, 11 hours, basically. Now I'm still just keep following me so you understand what I'm saying now. But then, so in 2020, that was when so I noticed books. So I started narrowing on books. I started learning about books. Started thinking about books, basically how books, book writing was. It was I was getting, and book writing is cool because you get bulk money. So you write a book $1,000, you write a book 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, that kind of thing. It was really cool, and I'm like, yes. So I just have to just chill, figure out, sit down, write the book, and then bam, make some good money and move on to the next one. But then something happened. I said 2020, I began to find books. Then I began to find out that I was deviating a lot towards health content. Now, that's not surprising. 2020, I was in school, medical student, and I found many people began to trust me because of my medical knowledge. So they're like, oh, this guy can do this stuff. I was not a doctor then. I'll be like, I'm a medical student, blah, 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 blah. And that's one reason why I cannot wait to graduate. I mean, even if medicine, now I'm beginning to show you niche now. So even if medicine wasn't giving me the kind of money in practice, it was giving me a better amount of better, better remuneration in writing. Yeah. No, the money I've made in writing is, it's more than three, four, five times what I've made from practice. It's more than it. It's not even, it's not comparable. It's not comparable. It's not. So that's just it. But now I'm just trying to show you the power of niche. Health, I began to narrow down to health, 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 health. And then by 2021, I was still doing some side gigs here, I learned SEO. Now, SEO is search engine optimization. That's what makes when you type something on Google, you type, say, find boys that wear black, and then find boys that wear black comes up. You see different blogs, all manner of things or wares and all that. That comes up. That's because of SEO. So it's not an accident. There's a plan. There's a reason for it. You get what I'm saying? There's a reason for it now. And I'll do some practical. I have some of my posts there. Like if you're in Nigeria now and you type reasons to buy, no, I'll not tell you guys. I'll tell you when that was my post. I mean, that was my client, but okay. Anyway, I'll show you guys some practical demonstration of SEO as we go in the course. Now, niche came up, and then I began to find out that, okay, so people were trusting me more because of what I could do, because of my certification as a doctor. And they would give me health content, they would give me medical content to write for them. I've written, my God, I don't know, write books. part, part five, I was in radiology posting, no, pediatric posting. I got a job, it was $600, $600, 900. I can't remember, either 600 or 900, I think. Yeah, I think 900. Yeah. That was part five, and the job was talk about breastfeeding. My God, I was in pediatric posting. So I wrote my brethren, I wrote my brother and sister, I wrote. I remember I was asking some of those pregnant women questions, the breastfeeding mothers, I was asking them a lot of questions. I was, I was even beginning to ask some of my lecturers some questions about breastfeeding. They did not know why I was asking the question. But me, I knew because I needed it to answer some questions. So it was very smooth. It was very sweet. The guy loved the book. Oh, it was amazing. The guy really loved the book. Oh, forget, and he paid me, and I was so happy. It was very good. So now niche. Fast forward, I became a doctor, and then it took it up a bit higher. I was able to charge more because medical students' money is different from doctor money. A medical doctor. Hello, you know how many years it took me to become a doctor? Please don't joke with my certification. Thank you very much. Anyway, that aside now, the power of niche began to show as I began to focus on what I do. Before now, I'd be having very serious problems harmonizing different sides of me. Why? Because I was writing on a lot of things. Writing on, yes, if you Google online now and you Google testimony cars or testimony automobile, testimony large automobile, if you Google whatever, you see me. I have a lot of articles online about cars. So I was working in a Nigerian company first 2020 cars. By 2021, 2020, 2021, I asked them to increase my salary, but that was when COVID hit around that 2020, 2021. End of 2020, I told them to increase my salary. They said they can't increase. They're paying dollars, but I said, increase my salary. They said they can't increase it. So I left. A few weeks after that, I got another job with a car company in US, hot cars, in US. Now, so I still have almost more than 100 articles online on cars. Well, I don't do car writing any longer. I'm focused on health. But it does not mean that if I see one client that wants to pay me like $2,000 on car, I'm a call, I'm a writer. I tell you, my writer, I'll forget I'm a doctor and I'll write you something. But let's just move down for now, right? but now I'm more focused in my writing. And because I'm more focused in my writing, number one, it made it possible for me to combine everything I'm doing into one. Now that made my impact stronger. That made me able to command more resources. You see people going like 0.05 centimeter in between their cars. Like, what's wrong with you people? What? What is wrong? Oh God. Sometimes I'm like, you can give space. Let's oh people are just they're just going like any small oh my God. Oh God. Lagos is an amazing place to be, I tell you. All right. Yeah, so let's go back to the presentation. Yeah. Um yeah, and now so these are content writing niches. There are lots of them. Health and wellness, fashion and beauty, finance, sports. Sports! Is that guy around? I saw this guy was having problems 2021, 2022. I don't know whether he's around. He's a sports guy. He loves basketball. I don't understand people that wake up by 2 a.m., 3 a.m. to watch basketball. If you are here, please raise your hand. Let's see you. I am identify yourself if you are here. You are among the people that used to wake up by 2 a.m. You will not sleep because you want to watch basketball, you want to watch Lakers, and you want to watch um, um, Stephen Curry netting 3 pointers. Who is raise up your hand if you are here, or just identify yourself. Let's know you. A lot of guys, I don't know how it is, but this guy is one of them, and he's always doing analysis on sports and all of that. And I found it intriguing. So I told him, this is something, this is a good thing. Why not niche down on it, focus on it, sit down on it, and it's like, okay, and then it's very good at script writing too. It writes a lot of YouTube scripts. A lot of things on YouTube are actually scripted. Okay, so there are people that write some of those things. Yeah, so just know that. Okay, yeah. So back to what I was saying. I told him, dude, why not focus on creating a niche from what you love, what you do. He knows a lot of things about music and sports. If this guy is analyzing rap from the 90s to you, talking about Dre, talking about 50 Cent, talking about all these guys, Kendrick Lamar, and all, J. Cole is very, very good at everything. And then he's analyzing sport for you, basketball especially. He's a diehard Barcelona fan, and that's why I don't like him too much. But okay, fine. Other things I like about him is good. But really, I don't like Barca fans. By the way, I don't like them for anything. I don't like Chelsea fans. I'm a Man U fan. I love Real Madrid. Yes, and now I like Al Nassr because Ronaldo is there. Ronaldo is the best player in the world. If you like, argue with your keeper and argue with your screen. I don't care. So yes, back to what I was saying. So he was a sports guy, very good personality. Just turn it to Onana. That's my keeper. Just turn it to Onana. Like just quickly say nah. Anyway, so all right now so as I was saying, now so I just told him narrow down on sports, enter sports, and I'm telling you, he did that in a very short while. Right now, he's working with a company. I don't know where they're based. I can't remember. He told me about, is it US or UK? I can't remember now. They're based in US, paying him steady every month, writes for them, sports analysis. Literally every night he's watching a basketball game, or sometimes he's watching a football game, and he's doing analysis of it on his post the following morning. Fresh, because that's what he loves to do. Imagine someone is writing football, he's watching a match, enjoying the match, just to give an analysis on it the following day. Fresh, good, very cool, sweet life. But that happened because of niche. So look at these niches now. A lot of finance, sport, book writing, case studies. Yes, case studies, case reports. Doctors in the house, medical students, all these your case reports you did in in medical school, your final year project, medicine specifically, that has to do case reports. I've used my own case report to collect job. So I'm just telling you people like that. I just remove the patient name, remove all the name and submitted to Professor Kini Comfort. See, talk to anybody, it's not anybody's business. I used to apply for a job and they gave me, I'm just telling you, they gave me that one I used to do. My final year projects, I've used to collect plenty job. It's even published on PubMed. So it's always like, a medical doctor published on PubMed. You know what it means to be published on PubMed? Please, if you're not published on PubMed, don't talk to me. Thank you very much. I collect job, plenty job. Yeah, so just so you know now. So there are niches, a lot of niches and a lot of niches within niches. Yeah, so but I said now moving on. Email marketing, healthcare, medical writing, in-depth studies, a lot of things. Now, so how does this affect you? Why am I telling you all this? I'm telling you all this. Remember what we said about niche? You said niche has to do with three things: physical, environment, and then your interactions. Your physical and mental attributes, that's who you are. So what can you do? What are some of your attributes? I can talk. I can write very well. If I write, you will see my personality in my writing. I write with flair, so sometimes like I won't play around with words and all that. As you can see, I've been talking and doing all of that a while. Your mental attributes, the way you think, the way you reason, what are the things you pay attention to? Now, your person, your physical and your mental attributes can also now go into what you studied, what your knowledge base like, what are the things you know about. These are the things that form your niche. Remember what you said, that the niche has to do with the physical. That's the physical, attribute of the species. Because you can't be a fish and want to live on land, except you're an amphibian. But if you're a fish, like fish, you are supposed to be in water. Why? Because your physical attributes are already accustomed to the water. So your physical attributes will determine where you can live, where you can stay, what you can do. You and I cannot live under water except we are Aquaman, which we are not. I'm Aquaman. Are you Aquaman? No, you can't be Aquaman. Aquaman is not. I love the movies. I watched the two of them recently. Now, your physical attributes basically influence a lot of things about what you can do. Your skill sets influence a lot of things about what you can do. They influence a lot of who you are, and they influence a lot of things about your niche. So many times people always say, that's one of the things I learned early days of writing. You have to get a niche. You have to get a niche. So you see people doing all manner of things to get a niche. You want to learn a different skill set so you can write about it. I want to find a niche. I want to find a niche. Now, for me, I'm redefining that. That hey, you already have a niche. Your physical attributes. You went to school to study something for 4 years. You're already developing a niche like that. You don't have to, think of I want to start something entirely over again. You have a job. You've been a banker for 3, 4 years. Come on, that's a niche. You could write about counting money more than anybody could. You could write about how the way money does. You could basically talk about financial transactions in a way nobody else could. Yeah. I'm trying to open your eyes to those things now. That your physical attributes, your mental attributes, the things you've learned, the way you are. See, there's one company in Lagos that is called what does it do? Do it say stuff. Yeah, stuff. Most stuff is gone. It's not that medicine stuff, but normal stuff. Good. I know this one. You know, time medical stuff. My God. Now, so now, I was talking about the company in Lagos. They deal with big feet. So I don't wear my shoe size is more than like 48, 49, 50. That's what I wear. So yeah, please don't look at me in a weird way. If you wear anything less than that, I don't know what you're wearing. You're not wearing a shoe. You're wearing like I don't know what you're wearing. But basically, my shoe size is like 48, 49, 50. So you can imagine the joy when I eventually found a company that does big feet. What's the name of the company? I can't remember what it. Why are people laughing at me? What's going on here? Why are people laughing at me? It's not funny. Hello, please. What's all this? Anyways, so it was amazing when I kind of like found those guys, and the reason was because of the niche. So today, anytime I want to get shoes, sometimes I go there and I enter the shop. Please, what do you guys have? When you have big feet, you don't need to do shakara. It's what you see that you buy. Just like, can you enter my leg? Just buy it immediately. My wife before my wife finally got my size, it was war. She bought like 3 shoes I cannot wear because she would say they would tell them it's 47. I think you can't 47 now. It cannot enter. 47 is struggle. When you're 48, big 48 to then 49, 50. That's good. He has brought us forth into a large place. That is Psalm 18 verse 19. He has brought us into a large place. So that's it. Very large place. That should be a large place. I don't do small things. Thank you. I've lost the ability to desire small things, big things, always big things. Yes. Now, back to what I was saying that. So I was very excited when these guys they niche down they're into Bigfoot and all of that. Now, my physical attributes already makes me their customer. My physical attribute of big feet already does that. That's all. There's no so there are a lot of physical attributes about you that already, you know, determine a lot about your niche. And some of those physical attributes can be learned. Mental attributes, more specific right now, can be learned. Some people, I learned to be a doctor. I didn't bring it from heaven. So those are skills that are already. So I'm trying to tell you now that you don't have to live your life like go entirely out of what you do to find a niche, and you don't have to go entirely out of what you do to make money from writing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Your environment, what you react with every day. I go to the hospital many times and I interact with patients, and as I interact with patients, content comes out from there sometimes because I begin to see life from a different perspective that somebody in the bank is not going to have. So I go to a woman and I tell a woman that, Madam, this drug is so so and so amount, and she's like, I can't afford it. I don't have this money for this. Now that's a perspective. That's content right there. Someone working in a bank cannot have that perspective. The same thing for a banker. You are coming, somebody's coming to withdraw money and they're having problems with their ATM, they're having problems with this. That's content right there. That's a niche right there. That's your environment you are working with there. So it's something, and there's somebody out there that is facing that same problem that you can write about to help them. That's it, because really content is about producing stuff that helps people, producing value for people, so they can, like, oh, so the other things around it is just to garnish it. At the base of it is to create content that helps people. That's it. Your interactions with people. So personally, I mean, your environment still has to do with that. You know, when you come to the hospital environment, no many people don't like going to the hospital. My wife especially, she doesn't even like the smell of hospital. So then I come back home and she's like, why you smell like hospital? I'm like, duh, where am I coming from? No, 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 please tell me, where am I coming from? I'm coming from the hospital. So what do you expect me to smell like? Hospital. Some of you don't say, I don't like the hospital smell. Like, I don't even know. I don't even know the smell again, because I mean, I'm already used to it. So anyway, now that's my environment. Medical school, when we were in school, the hospital was also an environment, learning was an environment, our textbooks are an environment, all those things are environment. And those are the things that form and inform your niche. You know, your interactions, your interactions inform your niche. The people you talk with, I just give an example with your patients, you know, you talk with other doctors, you see some of the struggles that they have, you see some of the things that they discuss, you see some of the things that they talk about. Those are the things that form your environment, your niche now, in your interactions. And understanding all this will help you to know your unique selling proposition, your USP. So your unique selling proposition, that's moving into the next slide now. Your unique selling proposition is just, why should anybody choose you? Hello? Why? Why should anybody choose you? You say you can write, you can do this. So why should they choose you as a writer? Now, your experience, your expertise, your authority, your personality, your experience, your authority, your personality, your expertise. So what are you so good at? Your expertise, your job, your training, your interest. We talked about this. These things form part of your niche. I've given myself as an example. Now, it's not just because of me. So my wife is into content writing. I brought her into content writing. I taught her everything that she knows about content writing. Okay, she has gone to learn some other things that I did not teach her, but I introduced her to it. I'm taking the glory. Yes, I'm taking all the glory, the full glory. Yes, I did it. I taught her. Yes, thank you very much. You can celebrate now. Clap for me. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much. Clap for me. Clap for me, please. I've impacted a lot of lives. Thank you so much. Thank you. Empowered people, making them, I mean, and it's been an amazing thing. Yeah, thank you so much. Oh yes, 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 yes. Thank you, thank you. Now, when we started writing too, she started writing with me too, and all of that. It was just general writing then. Okay, I can't remember the year I told her that. Okay, I can't remember the year now, but I told her, look, a psychologist, why not start looking at narrowing down psychology content. So if you go to our LinkedIn page now, a lot of psychology stuff. She's done a master's in clinical psychology. Guess what? Today she's working with a company based in where? Is it US or UK? I don't know. Babe, I don't know. US or UK? What does she do for them? Psychology content, basically. Now that came out of expertise. This is your job. I can give you a lot of examples of people that have like, hey, focus. You have a niche there. Focus on it. So it's not just a medicine. It's not just a medicine thing. It's everywhere. It just depends on what you make out of it. And my point is, my wife also still goes to the hospital to see people that their head is not correct. Sorry, mentally challenged people. People that are not well, that have one form of mental illness or the other, basically. I'm just kidding. Okay. Yeah, so can you guys still see my screen, please? All right, fantastic. So your expertise, your job, your trainings, your interests, these are things that form your USP. So don't think of USP. So I was thinking about when I was preparing for this presentation, because I really thought about it, because I was like, I have to deliver value to you guys now. I was really thinking about that. Okay, so I mean, why should someone choose me? I mean, when I'm applying for jobs, I'm like, why should they choose me? A lot of people are applying for it, thinking, why should they choose me? And I found it. My USPs, these are basically my expertise. I'm a doctor, so we have a medical writing job that requires this. I'm a doctor first. I've been writing for over a decade now. I've been practicing for a few years as a medical doctor. So I have the experience, I have clinical experience that many other people don't write, even though they're medical writers. So you see a lot of people say they're medical, they're health writers, but you can't have the same experience as someone that actually saw the process of a disease. Somebody, if you are describing the process of diabetes to me and you don't understand what diabetes is, you're just talking, you just read something on Google. Well, I can talk about it because I've seen cases, okay? I've seen a lot of, diabetes treated, since over and over and over again. So I can really talk about it authoritatively. I can see, now that's my experience there. My authority, who knows what you have done? And I guess this is where a lot of people have to work on. Many of you do stuff, but nobody knows what you've done. So you've been in the finance business for 5 years, but nobody knows that except your employees. That's not okay. Because you don't have authority that way, because nobody knows what you've done. What are the proofs of what you've done? These are the reasons why people will choose you. These are the reasons why people are going to choose you. Because the proof, that's it, the proof. What have you done? Do you have proof? So many times people want to get jobs, and these are things that are going to help you to solidify your niche and begin to make money from it. Your authority, what have you done? Oh, I'm a finance guy, or I'm using finance. So what are provisions are there? I'm a lawyer. I'm a lawyer. I have a law degree and all of that. Okay, so I've seen jobs, a lot of jobs about people saying I need a legal writer to talk about some documents, blah blah blah. I've seen a lot of jobs like that. But if you've not done a lot of those things, or people don't know you've done them, then they will not choose you. So your USP, so this USP is not just something that is not just it's something that can be developed, that can be worked on, you know. And then your personality. How does your personality help with what you do? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Of course, for me, I'm outspoken. I'm fun to be with. I like playing a lot. So one of my strengths is that I'm very engaging speaker. I'm an engaging writer. When I write for you, basically you depending on the tone now, but usually when I write my own write up, you most likely would be good to from the beginning to the end. I can that's my kind of my personality helps with that, you know. So when I'm writing else content, it helps me to make very difficult content very simple. So I can describe content that is very like serious. I remember at the time I was writing about art conditions, and broke it down so simply. I remember the title of the content was Art Break, you know, and I was like, that's why I started the article. It was a condition about, it was a blog about, cardiomyopathy, talking about myocardial infarction, ischemic heart disease, blah, blah, blah. Lady is around. I know you're very excited to hear about all those kind of things. Lady likes stuff. Lady know the stuffiest people I know in my life. That's what I'm saying. So he's a doctor. He's here. He's on a call. I don't know if he's still here. But Lady likes stuff. He likes stuff. Like, he breathes in stuff. He breathes out stuff. When we say stuff, I mean, like, he knows a lot of medical stuff, Yeah, so he's a doctor, so by the way. So now, um, I was saying that, so I was to write that, so I started the article with heartbreak. Like when people say, "Oh, my heart was broken," now it's not a literal term. It's talking about maybe yeah, that's like the almost yati or like that's the guy. He likes it. Oh my god! If I ask you to greet you now, we greet you with the medical voice and medical tone. Very great, amazing guy. Anyway, yes, he had distinctions. He graduated distinction in medical school. I did not graduate to distinction in medical school because I was chasing money. I was writing. I did not really like that. So I'm just telling you so that I hope my parents are on this call now. So they wonder that this bro, why didn't you have a distinction in medical school? Anyway, after I graduated and I'm out, I'm a doctor now. So yeah, thank you. Now, oh my god, I'm just amazing. Now, what I'm trying to say is that I started the article talking about heartbreak. Like, oh, people talk about heartbreaks. Thank God it's not literal because if it's literal, you have a lot of control. I started talking. So from there, I entered, talking about medical issues, talking about heart conditions and all of that, and what can actually cause the real or literal heartbreak. That's my personality. Now, you might not be like me. You might be someone that is much more reserved. You like to, you're calm when you're writing. You're always very systematic. Great. It can help in your niche too. It can. There are some writing. I've seen some writing, even in medical terms. There's some writing. When I'm writing some books, for instance, if I'm writing a book, I have had to write. Last year, I wrote a lot of textbooks. I wrote a lot of books for people that were writing exams, medical exams, and all of that and all that. And one of the things I was when I was writing some of those things that you cannot be talking too much about. You can't be joking around too much. You can't be so you have to be very straight to the point. Talk about what you want to do. Talk about it and move on because that's the tone of the book. So of course, over time, in my experience in writing, I've learned how to adapt to different kind of writing tones and writing modes. Over time. But so basically, if you want to, you can develop your unique selling proposition. Why should people choose you? And this is a very easy guide for you. What are you so good at? What are your job, your training? So this is very different from when people talk about that. Don't follow your passion. Don't follow this. You have to do for now. I agree with that a little, But I also understand that there's also power in consolidating what you have already. So you don't have to quit your job because you don't follow the whatever, don't follow your passion. You can follow your passion and be very smart about it and develop an authority there so that people can come to meet you for it and talk about it. I'm doing that. My wife is doing that. I have a lot of people that are doing that. So you can actually. Now I'm not saying it's making my passion. That's I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question, but all right, let's continue, please. I mean, doctor, that's the most important thing, please. Don't stress me about passion. I mean, I mean, yeah, I'm passionate about the gospel. I'm passionate about Jesus. Yeah, I can answer that very well. But any other thing, okay, I'm passionate about my wife. Of course, the she's here, so I have to say that. No, I'm not saying that because she's here. I'm saying that because I actually mean it. I'm not going to be asking Corey tonight. Oh my god. All right. So please, if you are following me up to this point, and like, oh, you get what I've been saying, please let me know. We're almost done. We've gone to the course. So we're looking at the writing process now. Let me know. Let me know. You're following up to this point and like you are really getting it. Let me know. All right. So that feedback here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So I'm trying to establish that, and I really hope you're gonna get that. That look, you don't have to leave what you do. Rather than thinking of leaving what you do to start something entirely new, why not think of consolidating what you have? What you have is amazing. What you have is amazing. What you have is beautiful. Your skill set that you have is great, and I think that is something that you can really work on. I mean, your USP is amazing. So you just have to look at this thing. What's lacking here? Oh, you've been in it for 5 years. You're not talking about it. Start talking about it. Start building authority, and I'll guide you. Now, this is one class, so I cannot really talk about everything here. You know, I can't talk about everything right now. All right. So, but we're gonna have other classes, and I'm having a course very soon. In July, I'm launching a course for 9 to 5ers, and it's going to be just that's in July, yeah, and it's not going to be for everybody. It's going to be just for, I said, just for writers. No, 9 to 5ers. And actually, I think one of the qualifications would be you must have a job you're doing 9 to 5 because that's what I really want to focus on right now. I want to focus on helping people in that category become um make extra cash from what they do, what they do, what they do, what they do. Yeah. So yeah, that's one of the things that I'm going to be doing. And okay, I'll give you details about the course towards the end. So stay behind, don't miss it. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to give you details about the course now. So that's going to be um that's going to be more hands-on, and we are going to all this I'm talking about now. There's a whole lot of content. I can't finish this in 5 hours. I'm just kidding, but I mean, it's going to take a long time for me to go into all of these things in depth. So the course is going to practically hold your hand and guide you through, you know, the whole journey of, um, you know, developing yourself in your niche and becoming so good at it. Yeah. All right. Writing process. How and what to write. So we've said everybody can write, but now you didn't just go about writing any kind of thing. Identifying pain points of your audience, get what your audience is looking for. How would you get what your audience is looking for? My God, our time is fast spent. Okay, I'm going to go show you guys an example. Just one example. There are a lot of examples online, but time is fast spent. So if you want to know my well, register for my course. Yeah, thank you. All right, I'll just show you guys an example. Google Trends. Google Trends help you to see what people are like. See, one of the differences between people that write, people that are trained to write, you know, and they know what to write is they know what people are looking for. So, for instance, Writer School is an SEO company. I built a company, you know, because a lot of people, but train some writers, train a lot of people, yeah, and they're working with us. Some of them are working, some of them have left, that kind of thing. One of the things that we do basically is, okay, maybe, should I do that one or I should do my own? Okay, let me do my own. So, yeah. So, recently I worked with a company in the UK. They are into nutrition and they wanted a doctor that could help them verify some of the things that they write about, you know, write about things with scientific backing and all of that. Yeah. So I want to share um, um, one of the things I wrote for them, and I want to show you the power of SEO. Yeah. So just a minute. Yep. Yep. Present something else. Yep. Canada Diet Meal Plan. Yes, can you all see my screen? Let me know, let me know, let me know. Can you all see my screen?
I can see it, sir.
Oh, fantastic. So great, thank you. So yeah, this is Canada Diet Meal Plan. So I said the nutrition company, they deal with all manner of things and all of that. Yeah. So they wanted me to write for them and all of that. So I did, and I typed in Canada Diet Meal Plan, and you can see that it's on the first page of Google. Now, how did I know what people were looking for? And people searching for this kind of thing, and then we wrote about it. You get what I'm saying? Let me just show you guys. So we wrote about it so that when you type in Canada Diet Meal Plan, it will appear on the first page of Google. Yeah, you can see my name. That's my name. Yeah, that's me. I'm Dr. Olajire, the first and only one of his kind. Thank you. I started with a 35-year-old woman works in blah 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 blah. Yeah, some of your stuff in medics are already interested in reading, but I'm not gonna. If you want to read it, go and read the article yourself on your own. Blah blah blah. But how did we get it to? I mean, how come? How were we able to do it that when somebody types in Canada Diet Meal Plan, this comes up on first page of Google? Well, that's because of keyword research. So we didn't just write things. Now it's okay when you're just starting writing, we just writing, just writing, writing. But if you want to start writing with a sense of getting authority, now with a view to building your USP, well, you have to know and find out what people are writing. And I'm going to share with you. There are many tools. Google Trends. Let me just show you one. I'm not just show you Google Trends, for instance. Okay, so let somebody drop with me something in your field that you want to talk about. Not medicine, if I just don't talk about. I'm talking about medical things. So I want somebody else in another field. Just tell me something else that in your field that you would like to find out what people are talking about, what people are asking. So this is Google Trend. Just trend the Google to explore what Nigeria is searching for right now. So give me a topic in your field that is not health. All right, come on, come on. Let's be fast. Let's be fast. Let's be fast. I want us to be done by. I mean, this class is getting longer. I mean, drop it in chat box. Foundation design. Thank you, Michael Akukumi. Thank you so much. Foundation design. Amazing. So let's see what people in Nigeria. So just look at the location here in Nigeria and look how people are talking about it. Foundation design. So you want to take it to in Nigeria. Don't do past day. Do it over the last 12 months to give you better. Um, um, so not many people are talking about that, and that's nice. But you can look at related topics here. You can look at interaction design foundation, foundation logo design. Michael, is this related to your work? Interaction design foundation. This is house. This is bedroom designer raft floor plan. This floor plan, is it related to your work? What is it related to foundation design? Floor plan is not related to foundation design. Floor plan is related. Okay, fantastic. So we can just click on floor plan. So you see that people are this is rising. You can check what's top now. So floating raft system is that you can see design foundation engineering interaction design foundation floating raft system. Michael, is that related to your work? This tool is free. It's Google Trends. Which of them is related to your work? Rafts. Oh, great. Floating raft system. This is a topic. Fantastic. There are more topics. They're like 25 years. So structure, plan, but I just chose floating plan design. Okay, so this is interesting about time. Apparently, not many people are talking about it. And this right here is an opportunity. You know why? I'm looking at this graph now and I'm seeing it rise. Floating raft system. So this is an amazing niche. Now, Michael, by adventure, I just discovered a niche for you in your field now. Because what this means is that people will soon start looking for this in your field. A lot of people are not talking about this in your field, and that is fantastic. Why? Because you have an opportunity to start ranking for it. I remember in 2023, 2022, I spoke with one of our clients in SEO in Writersconnect. I told him, look, many real estate. I was looking at the real estate trends in Nigeria. I was like, real estate will soon blow up. If you've noticed since 2022, 2023, 2024, it's like real estate has become everybody's always on your. How many of you have those people on your WhatsApp sales? Buy land, invest in your future. If you don't invest in your future, you are eating your future. Buy the land now. If you don't buy it, your life will not be good. Buy the land. They'll not be putting all this kind of thing that's in 2015. The land was 500,000. You say in 1954, it was 50K. Now it's 5 billion. If you not buy them, what will you tell your children? What will you tell your children? Oh my God. Our generation is so noisy, my God. But it's good, I tell you. Invest in land. I invest in that. I have some investments in land. So please do. Oh my God. But it's also amazing. Some of those guys most like they want to collect your kidney. Buy the land now. If you don't buy it now, what will you buy it? If you don't buy it today, what's going to happen tomorrow? If you were in Ibejuleki, although actually I remember when Ibejuleki was like 100K. Somebody was telling me I was in school at the time and I had the money. I don't know why I didn't buy it. I was just like, I didn't know as much as I knew. If I had known, because I remember when Ibejuleki was still around that time, 200, 300, 400K. Yeah, if I 500K, I think there was one. The guy was telling me that I can even pay instrumentally. Honestly, I could have bought it in school, but I just don't know why I did not buy it. I bought land somewhere else. Yeah, I bought my first piece of land in school. Yeah, but I mean, just pay me that I die. I mean, I for don't blow. See, you people, oh God, Jesus Christ. Imagine say I don't buy, but just imagine. Vivid imagination. Let's go back to that. Let's go back to that. Oh my God. I play lots, all right. So, all right. Last time I was talking with an agent for a plot in Ibejuleki. Last time he told me a plot was last one. I think the cheapest I saw there was about 15 million or 16 million. I know some are as high as 50 million now. I mean, the one I saw is 100 million. So yeah, so the rest is great actually. Even though those guys sound like they want to collect a kidney, it's just because they want to help you, that kind of thing. Yeah. So all right, let's go back to our class now. Rising. So yeah, deep foundation construction, foundation design. These are all topics here, and these are all topics that you can now. So Google Trend is a very good. So all right, cellular wrapped foundation. Michael, does this mean anything to you? Strip foundation diagram. I have no idea what these things mean, but okay, talk to me. Does it make sense to you? Cellular wrapped foundation. Fantastic. So you can see recently it shows you that there's a breakout over the last 12 months, plus 180%, telling that people have started searching for this over the last time. Now, when you find, let's take this cellular rack foundation and let's take it to another tool. This tool is not free, but it allows you, I think they have a limit of um, they have a limit of 3 searches per day. So that's why it's good to start. You can start with Google. You can start with Google whatever. You can start with Google Trends and then move it to the next one I'm going to show you. So let's look at cellular app foundation. One reason why you find that it's not so good. Let's check United States for this same thing. US has more data for many things, generally speaking. Oh wow! So it means that not many people are talking about some of these things, and this is an opportunity. You know why? Because it means that if peradventure you can write and start writing about these things, you'll be one of the few content that will be ranking on Google as this, because usually keywords generally increase over time. So I think this your niche, this your line of work you're building. It seems that there's not a lot of content around this right now, and this is a real opportunity. I tell you, if you take it seriously, you can start making good money from this in a few months or a year down the line. I'm telling you, if you invest in this right now, because from what I'm seeing, you see there's not enough data for people to show you. It doesn't mean people are not searching. It just means that there isn't so much traffic there right now. But traffic will build. That's the honest truth. All right, and it also means that not many people are there. So that means that if you are among the few that are able to distinguish yourself, you will start. I mean, people will start looking for your services. All right, so yeah, let's go to Answer the Public. AnswerThePublic.com is owned by Neil Patel. I think Neil Patel bought it. This is the guy. He's an SEO guy, very big guy, makes a lot of money from subscriptions and all of that. I like him. Not so much, but he's a cool guy, really. So let's come here. So what we saw? Cellular Wrapped Foundation. Cellular Wrapped Foundation. Yeah. Okay, let's do US for now. Let's do a targeting US. We can use Nigeria. Anyone, US. Usually, topic US is much bigger and they have more information about stuff. But if you are targeting the Nigerian audience, I don't use to target Nigerian audience. So that's I can count the amount of Nigerians I've worked with in the last 6 years. Yes, I can count them on my fingers. You people don't used to pay somebody very well. I used to stress somebody. My God. Oh God. They will stress you. Nigerians, we understand ourselves anyway, but let's go on. So let's continue. So Cellular Rat Foundation. Remember I said this gives you like 3 searches. Oh, this is even one. But when you register, you get an account with them, you get 3 daily searches. So I'm using free tools. There are other paid tools, but I'm using free tools because I don't want you to I don't want to do that. So there isn't so much on this topic right now. Amazing. You're just 13 results. That's great. So it means that this niche is not such a popular niche. And that's good. That's fine. So we can try other ones. Let's go on. Cellular foundation uses. So, but people are searching this cellular wrapped foundation diagram. So it means that these are some of the things that people are looking for. Advantages of a cellular raft foundation. These are the advantage things that people are looking at. This is cellular raft foundation PPT, cellular raft foundation. All right, amazing. Okay, cellular foundation student diagram, cellular foundation uses. So you can write a blog post about a cellular foundation that talks about the advantages, uses, compares it to other types of foundations. I believe the other types of foundations, right, Michael? And you can have a cellular foundation diagram there on your blog post. You're going to have a high chance of ranking. What is cellular foundation? This can be a subtopic for from what you are looking at. Are you guys quickly? Time's going. I'll just finish in the next 5 7 minutes so that we can take some questions. Conflict resolution, fantastic. So let's come to Google Trend. Let's see this conflict. So now this is already solving the problem of what to write. So when people say, "What do I write about in my field?" I don't want to write. This already helps you. So there are already enough tools online for you to write. I mean, enough tools for you to know. So now you're not going to writing firing blanks because now you know exactly. Wow, this is a very interesting niche. I can see a lot of this. Is look at this graph. So it is very interesting. There will be definitely a lot. Oh wow, amazing. Tell me something. Rising point of view resolution. When you say anything that looks like what you like, tell me. This is rising. Let's look at top conflict resolution, succeeding important management field of study. Blah blah blah. Bonobo conflict resolution. What's bonobo? Does it make any sense? Read the passage from blah blah blah. This looks like a topic like an academic topic here. Bonobo, rising, top. These are topics, conflict resolution. What is conflict resolution? What is a conflict? Okay, let's just take conflict resolution to um to let's say conflict resolution to answer the public. Okay. Let me sign up. I already signed up before now. Just a minute. Blah, blah, blah. My God, I hope you guys are getting like you're getting some value here, right? So I'm trying to sign in. Hope you guys are getting some value here. It's okay, let me use another mail, please, so that I mean, okay. We have it here. We have it here already. We have it here already. Now, wow, amazing. A lot of questions here. So it's amazing. I mean, look at this whole stuff here. So you can never say you don't know what to write. Look at this. What is which conflict resolution strategies is like? Which conflict resolution is most effective? You did which conflict resolution steps are in the right order? Does this make any sense to you? Faith, Anita, Sinjay, does this make any sense to you? Some of the things I'm talking about now, like when conflict resolution fails, what conflict resolution steps are in the right order? Um, conflict, how conflict resolution is important. How can conflict resolution lead to a fight? Oh, okay, well, I think I know that one. How can conflict resolution skills help? What is a conflict resolution specialist? Why conflict resolution? Why are they important? Yes. Then we have conflict resolution counseling near me, conflict resolution therapy near me. Please, Faith, are you there? Okay, it makes a lot of sense to you now. So you see, you got a lot of topics here to write about. So you can't say that you don't. So at least just one topic. Oh. I mean, imagine you're going through Google Trend, you can get 100 topics if you want to. You can create a spreadsheet, so you can never run out of content. Are you guys getting the drift now? So and now number one, you get what to write. Number two, you're able to get the fact that you are not writing amiss. You are writing what people are looking for. And that's very critical. That's very important. You're writing, not just writing anyhow. You're not firing blanks. You're writing what people actually need. And that means you're having a higher chance to rank on Google. And that means that if you're ranking on Google, the meaning of ranking on Google is the fact that you are getting a lot of people seeing your content. How many of you go to page 5 where I think it was something on Google? Nobody does that. You just go to page 1, except you don't find where you're looking. Everybody goes to page 1, you look at the first 5, 6, 7 results, and you choose what you want to choose. Sometimes some people don't even use the first result. That's the beauty of appearing on the first page of Google. And that's SEO. And that's a different skill set entirely. But if you're coming for the course, I'll teach you a bit about that. We have a different SEO course now, but if you're coming for our course, I'll teach you a bit about that. Yeah, yeah. So let's go on. I want to wrap up this now. Uh, I'm having a nice time. I don't know. Are you guys having a nice time? I'm really having a nice time. I'm enjoying myself. I'm having a nice time here. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. It's great stuff. Yeah. So now let's go back to our course and let's finish this now. So identify the pain points of your audience. I've shown you how to find out what people are looking for because usually people search their pain points. What is doing them is what they're looking for. Something that is like, oh my god, they're trying to find a solution and identify it and create value around that. Remember, you are creating value. You are an expert at this topic, so it's not a big deal. So you can write about it, so you can talk about it. But now you are trying to monetize it. Research the topic well, compare authority. When you're writing, always try to make sure you're writing, especially when you're writing on sensitive things like health. If you're writing health now, you can't just be taking any blog to, to substantiate your claim. Sometimes when I'm writing blogs, I have to open my Kate Moore textbook for medical doctors, and I literally sometimes I go back, I get my Kate Moore textbook, I open it, I read about it, and I write about it. You have to be authoritative. Sometimes I have to go. You're looking at WHO, you're looking at PubMed, you're looking at studies that have been found. I recently wrote a very crazy academic article on cancer. My God, it was amazing. It was challenging. A lot of things I didn't understand, talking about gene and species. I didn't understand it, but I said, well, of course, because I have a basic medical knowledge, it was easy for me to relate to some of those things. Now, so create an outline based on what you see. You can use an outline, create an outline from the things people are searching. We just look, for instance, conflict resolution. What is conflict resolution? What are the steps in order of conflict resolution? Create an outline from what people are searching. It helps you. It helps you to rank better because then you are making it systematic then. And Google can imagine Google sees like 5, 6, 7 things that people are searching. Your post has a higher chance of ranking. So this is how to know what to write. This is how many people make a mistake. They want to write about something they think they know. No, that's not it. Find out what people are asking, then you give it to them. So because you're a banker, doesn't mean you should talk about how to count money. Rather, find out what people are talking about in your field and write about it. That's one mistake that many people they want to they want to start writing about what they think people need to know. No, write about what people want to know, what they want to know. Just give them the information. All right. Now, write. Use the research you have created as a springboard. Don't use AI. AI is good for maybe when you're trying to get some ideas. Well, I think you should write. Write yourself. Google frowns at AI content, number one, at least for now. Number two, AI content can be sometimes generic. You saw the way I started that candidate article that I just showed you guys. That article was, I started with the clinical scenario, and that's because I've had experience. I've had patients like that actually working and complain of this, and all of that. That's not something AI will do most likely. You can ask AI to do that, but there'll still be a difference, a slight one. A writer will know that. A real writer will know that. All right. So we have to write website, LinkedIn, Medium, social media. These are my recommendations. In our course, we're going to be focusing on the website, on LinkedIn, and um, some freelance platforms, but basically about websites and LinkedIn. Basically, you can use Medium, you can use social media, depending on your niche. You can do that. Written content is great because you can always transform written content into video content. You can speak about what you wrote about. For instance, I'm talking to you guys about what I've written about. I created this slide and then I'm talking to you guys about it. So that's the beauty about written content. You can transform it into various forms. So something can appear on your blog as a website, and then you can put it on Instagram as a video. The goal is to get yourself out as an expert. Remember what we talked about? Expertise, experience, authority, build authority. One reason why you listen to me today is because I have authority. When people ask me, show me your portfolio, I can send them my Upwork link. And then they get like, wow, this guy's doing a lot of projects, he's earning a lot of money, blah, 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 blah. It's easy for them to come, okay, fine. You have the experience. I can send them some of the blogs I've written. Somebody asked me, write an article about cars. I can send you 100 articles about cars if you want. So you just go, I'm just sending a page that has all my posts about it. So authority. Those are the things I used to build them. So you must build them. You understand what I'm saying? Finding clients, freelance platforms, Upwork, Fiverr, great. Freelancer, I use Upwork. Fiverr never worked for me, and that's all right. Some people have Fiverr, Upwork never worked for them. But there's some very crazy individuals. I know one of them who is able to use Fiverr and Upwork. Very crazy people that are doing ritual. But anyway, let's not talk about them. I know one of them. He has come. His name is Chris. He has come here. One of them. I brought him in. I think it was in April. I brought him. Amazing guy. I think that's the only person I know that's able to work on free now on Fiverr and Upwork and still get other kinds on LinkedIn. Very crazy guy. Amazing guy. Right now. So referrals. You know, one reason the job my wife got was by referral. Somebody saw her, but because she had been talking on LinkedIn about what she does. Oh, I'm a clinical psychologist. I write. I talk about this. Someone referred her and said, "Oh, I think you can do this." She did the job, did the interview, and she got the job. Referrals, powerful, powerful. But people will not refer you when they don't know what you can do. They don't know that you actually write about what you do. I'm a banker, but I write finance articles. So when people need content around that space, they can think about you. You're a lawyer. When people need legal documents, people need to write about not just legal documents now. They want to write about law, maybe explaining law terms in easy to read, whatever. They can talk about you because they know what you do. Inbound marketing. Now, inbound marketing is about writing in a way that brings people to you. You know what I'm saying? So my final question. Sorry, I have to like really rush because I don't know. I mean, it's been almost 2 hours. I think I don't like long classes. I get bored. But you can see why you have to join my course now because I love things I want to see. I want to see many things, but I can't see them now. Why should I quit my job? When should I quit my job? When you are ready to. That's all. When you're ready to. I don't advise anybody to quit your job when you're just starting out. Hold your job. Learn a lot. As you keep learning and learning and learning and learning, then what happens? You get to a point where you know that I can actually do this full time. I can survive. You know, like I did that partially, but I'm back. I still need medicine going forward. And I think I'm going to need it. I want to develop more authority. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I'll need it. So I want to develop more authority in that space so that when I talk more, I'll start charging more. There's a difference between when a consultant talks and when a medical officer talks. When a consultant and you are a writer, I know that's a very great combination. Just to come and write an article on gastroenterology. $2,000 for 1,000 words. They will pay because you are an expert. So some of you already have that career, you already have that career leverage, you're already building it, you're a senior manager, you already have that stuff. It's time to start monetizing it too. I'm telling you, I see a lot of things every day. I saw one time somebody was asking for a finance article, blah, blah, I applied, they don't give it to me. They said no, it was Ojukoko that was doing it because I'm not a finance writer. But when I saw a $400 per article, and they say you should write five. Wow. Momo, I'm on finance, it's not to do bookkeeping, debit alert, credit alert, everything should not balance again. I know it's true now, please, you know. They didn't give me shot because I didn't expect to get a job. I was just playing around that. Maybe just in case. What if kind of maybe, but no. Those kind of jobs always require specialist training. They always require people that know what they're talking about. Are you guys getting what I'm saying? So quit your job when you know that either you don't need your job again, or you feel like you don't see any prospect for yourself there, or you feel like I think I want to be free now or whatever. You can take a break and come back there. I know so far. So that's a decision that's up to you. It's not up to me. I'm not saying when to quit your job. You know. And yes, I'm going to know my presentation today, because the next slide is a quote from Theodore Roosevelt. Do what you can with what you have where you are. You know how to do where you are. That's my drop mic. No, I pick up the mic again. In conclusion, guys, I'm just saying it's been an amazing time with you guys. I hope you've learned one or two things that you can actually stay from where you are, whatever job you're doing, develop it, harness the niche, and become something amazing. So yeah, the course again. I can't find it here. It's not downloading for some reason on my laptop. So please send it to me so that I can download it again. Please forward it to me now. Send that right now so that I can project it now. Yeah, so our course is up. It's coming up in July. Our tentative date for it is July 12th. And I said it's strictly for industry professionals. Doesn't mean that if you're not industry, you can still benefit from it, but that's the focus of the VPPs. I'm still expecting the flyer. Please send it to me now. I need it now so that I can put it up. For some reason it's not downloading from where it was sent to me before. Yeah. Okay, so yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah. All right. So yeah, so if you're interested, I would be very happy to have you. Oh, you guys can see it already. Yeah, fantastic. That's great. Yes, so this is it's just 15K, and it's going to be held by July 12th. And I'm going to be talking about. I will be leading you hands-on. This is a summary. Believe me, it's going to be a very packed course. and I'm going to make. I don't want to do a live class. You can say I have a great personality, so it would be nice to connect with you guys live. But I think because of the fact that I understand that industry professionals need time. No, you are going to 9 to 5. It may not be very easy for us to say come. So we want to make it at your own pace. That's why we are going to make the course on demand. So to be there, to be on seller.co, you go there, buy it when you can, sit down and do it at your own pace, go step by step. I can assure you that by the time you are done with the course, you'll be ready to start making money from what you do without changing your niche. That's my gospel. See, that's my message. You don't have to change your niche. Like, bros, sisters, you don't have to become a something technical writer, something to become. You don't. If you're already on that line, that's fine. But you can still make money from where you are. I mean, I see some people, you are doing baking. There are a lot of opportunities. People need ask a lot of questions of baking. You can start writing about baking, and people can get you to make money from it. There's nothing you cannot make money from. Look, let me tell you. I saw a job one time, almost $1,000. What was it about? Mechanic. Ah, Jesus. Mechanic number. One so we sorry. Let me get down to English. For those that don't understand Yoruba, they were asking for a mechanic to write about some processes in a car. Now I'm a car writer, but I'm not a mechanic. The guy said, I want a mechanic that has years of experience. Only if we could have mechanics that have this skill. Now I'm just saying, I'm even having an idea now that wow, amazing. Not just industry professionals, maybe just even people that have any kind of skill that they want to write about. Because I'm telling you, it was a mechanic, and the guy was almost $1,000, and they asked him to come and write about processes that only a mechanic can understand. He was only something crankshafts, can you come? I was like, what's all this one now? And they're asking, come and write about it. Come and write about it. All right, okay. So guys, if you're interested in the form, so just put register there, and what we just do that when the course is out, we send you a mail. We send you a mail. We want to know you, just ask you some information so that we can know you, and we can also reach out to you. There'll be follow up. Even if you are the fact that I'm not doing some live does not mean you would have access to me. I'll keep checking up with you. Once you buy the course, I'll keep checking up with you. What's up with you? How you doing? What's going on here? How's the course going? Where do you need help? And all of that and all of that. All right, guys, it's been an amazing time with you. Thank you for sticking with me for almost 2 hours. My God, wow, amazing! You guys are the real MVPs, the real MVP. So I'm going to give questions in the next 5 minutes. You have a question, ask me. You must finish before 9 o'clock. 8:59 we must be there. So if you have a question, just raise your hand and I'll call you. And then no, still put it online. Or put on the flyer there. Or please put the flyer of Fighters. Don't leave it. Put it up there. Let them see. Let them look at it like so that they can to be. They will not be dreaming about it. Go and buy testimony scores. Go and buy testimony scores. Go and buy testimony scores. Go and buy. Go and buy. Please. Yeah, put it to Fighters. Go. Yes, please present it. Thank you very much. Any questions, please? Daniel, my guy. Yeah, hold on. Who else? Hold on, Daniel. Who else has a question? Just raise your hand. There's no question after question. There's no question giving back the question yet, please. Apart from Daniel, who else is here? Daniel, the only person that we have. All right, Daniel, you have the floor. Daniel, I can't hear you. Sorry, I can't hear you.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, fantastic.
All right. Yeah, I said thank you very much for the expose. It was very eye opening, and yeah, I've learned a lot. So basically, you said a lot about the fact that getting a side hustle like this gives you freedom, ability to use your time for more important things, and for me, that's a mouth-watering prospect. So my question is basically this: for a JJC, a newbie, you want to begin to write, okay, you want to start. What's the first step? I've heard people talk about Upwork and Fiverr and things like that. Some people tell you that they are specific, that you have to open a UK account for Upwork and all those intricacies. Like, which platform is the best to start with? Basically, that's
Okay.
just.
Okay. All right. So freelance is one of the ways now, but you don't have to be a freelance writer. You can get a job with companies that will pay you every month. Freelance is good. I've been freelancing for 6 years now. 6 years plus, only 7 years now. But sometimes you don't know the next is coming from, except by faith. That's the thing about freelance now. Okay, I'll come to that now. So there's no best platform. I than anyone that clicks, you stick with it. But I'm an Upwork guy. So if I'm in the course now, I'm talking about Upwork. Now, like I'm just trying to make one money and then go. That's one reason why I'm still there till now. I have a lot of guys who started freelancing together in 2018. They don't got freelancing. And one reason was because we're just doing like just a freelance. But I had the foresight. My account is not UK. My account is Nigerian. I'm in Nigerian. That's the reason why I told you when my parents came to meet me in 20 when I was part five. They said,
Wow.
"Where do you find money?" And I was able to show them my profile. Ede Road there. If that was there, Olajire testimony. Nobody account, but my face there was there. They so Ede Road, no one Ben. So and that's the reason why I can imagine that my dad had asked me, and I wanted to see, and I showed it. Or Elon Musk. That was having a problem. So I don't think the issue is not really. Of course, now working as a Nigerian was a bit challenging because I agree that it might not be as easy as getting it in US. In fact, some jobs is discriminate, but there's some jobs I don't mind, and you get them. So is the first step for me is first about honing your skills and start writing. Because even when you get an Upwork, if you get an Upwork as a a total newbie rather, totally, you will have a whole lot of confusion. In the course, I'll talk about becoming a predator in your niche. I'll talk about it more extensively. But if you go to Upwork and just a newbie, you will have serious problems. I said, except your field is highly specialized, you'll have serious problems. Why? Because you are competing with guys like me. I'm there for 6 or 7 years. So you are in the health. I know you're in the health space. So imagine people that are competing for a job. I'll eat you alive. Let's consider. They will not consider you first, basically. So I don't recommend that. What I recommend is start building your authority. LinkedIn is free. Start posting on LinkedIn. Get articles on LinkedIn. It's free. You can start doing that. Start posting. Start connecting. I made it to do. I'm almost about 3,000 connections right now. 2,600 and something. And I've become lazy actually. My goal was to reach 5,000 at the end of this year. You can start doing that too. Start building an authority around people in your niche. I'm very specific about the people, and I said I will share more of that in the course. I'm specific about the kind of people I reach out to in my network. Recently, I got a job with a Nigerian company, one of the few Nigerian companies I work with. I've stopped working with them because they're stressing me too much. As I said, they're paying me 300K to write 15 articles for them, to 20K per article. It was annoying, but okay, fine. Yeah, whatever. So how did I get a job? They posted a job opening. I didn't apply for the job. They reached out to me. Their HR reached out to me and said, "Hey, there's a job opening here. Are you gonna reconsider a job?" We got an interview and I got a job. And I saw about 40 something applicants. So some of you have been applying for LinkedIn. That's why I've not gotten it. Because there's one guy that is more qualified than you guys. He has a great LinkedIn profile, is well optimized, and they have reached out to him. So all of you have applied like 100, you have like 70 applications and they're not even looking at it. It was so funny because I still saw the job post, it's still on until now. I tell you, so people are still applying. And I'm like, don't have really good. I won't finish. I'm not even. So I recommend start with LinkedIn. Start with free tools. You can get a website. The website is not so expensive. Start with that. The website is one very fundamental way to build an authority. A website that gives you a byline, like written by Dr. Sheun Omojowu, it's a very, very good way because that way you're not just doing ghostwriting. They know it's you that wrote it. It gives you authority. So I told you my wife got a job. She got on LinkedIn. It was LinkedIn, but she had been posting on LinkedIn consistently since this year. But we just decided that we're going to start posting more consistently on LinkedIn, and that's it. I've gotten about two. I turned down a $1,500 job last week. Yeah, because I told him I could not do it. It was stressful. It was too much. I mean, for the work you were asking for. That's it. I saw a job on LinkedIn. I reached out to a person. The person, she looked at my profile, of course, and she was very impressed with it. And next, let's talk about it. I said, everything was good until when we got to the budget. I said, no, this budget is too low for me. I said, okay, fine. I said, I'm not interested. Wait, bye bye. And that was it. My point: develop authority. When you develop authority, it's a form of inbound marketing. People will approach you. And number one, if eventually you want to enter freelancing, you can do both side by side. You can get a Upwork account and start applying, but you have to get connects to apply. These are some of the true cases in it, and it takes money. I mean, dollar is 1,415 now. So if you want to buy a connect, that's some money. So I don't spend my money. I use money from my other jobs to get connects for myself. Yeah. So basically, my advice is start with free platforms. Start on Medium, LinkedIn, WhatsApp status. Start creating content consistently. Start developing authority. Develop your USP. Let people begin to know what you do. You can go on freelance platforms if you can afford it. Start. Yeah, but it's not very easy. I won't lie to you. Upwork is not what it used to be. Upwork was 6 years ago. You get a job post. You got 5 days, maybe 5 people. Now, once they post a job, 1 hour, 50 people. Our Indians, they're all crazy now. I'm Nigerians too. Oh my god! Before I say Jack Robinson, they don't send like 50 applications. Except again, I say it's a very highly specialized role. That maybe they say medical doctor required. that kind of thing. So yeah, I believe I've answered your question, brother Phil. Are you there, Daniel? I've answered your question. All right. Okay, good, great.
Yes, thank you
All right.
very much. Yes, yes, very,
Yeah.
very well.
So,
Thank you.
all right, guys. In the absence of any other question, please go and fill the link and let's see how many people we are going to be moving with forward so that we can send you when the course is out. I mean, it's going to be amazing. It's going to blow you. I mean, you can imagine, you can see how impactful this course has been. So imagine me sitting down and creating something amazing. My God, with my jokes, my fun personality, and amazing CEO vibes. My God, you're gonna get it right, right. All right, guys, let's make this money. I'll be seeing you next month, July Writers Connect. Please be there. Make sure you're there. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming around. It's been an amazing time. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Thank you so much. All right. Good. Okay, I think we can close, right? Yeah. So please, yeah, we are done. We are done. We are done. So thank you so much. You can take your leave. Thank you so much. Yes. Thank you for clapping for me. I'm grateful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, so come and buy my course. So come and buy my course, please. Buy my course. Thank you very much. Yeah, bye. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah. Bye. Emmanuel was even around. Let me go and greet him with him. Hey, about you. Oh, wonderful.